Swipe left or swipe right?
या एक क्लासिक रिश्ते वाली आंटी.
How do you really know that you have found the one?
पहले तो रिश्ते भरोसे पे एकदम पक्के हो जाते थे.
लेकिन आजकल का तो दौर ही अलग है. This is the Gupshup Show. Hi, my name is Khawla.
Assalamu alaikum and my name is Arooj.
Welcome back to another episode of the Gupshup Show. In this episode, we're talking all about finding the right partner. So, Arooj, when did you know that your partner was the one?
For me, it was really, it's a feeling. And you know, also you'll have a feeling that, okay, this is the one. For me, it was that the communication, everything went well. And I really thought about how would my life be if I were to marry him. And the first initial thought was fun.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like having fun and just having a relaxed, chill environment is really important. So फिर जब मुझे वो feeling आई कि yeah, this is gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
तो फिर मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है.
Yeah.
That's when I knew. That's when
Yeah.
पता है क्या है? The funny thing is when I asked my husband when did you know I was the one, उनकी story ना हमेशा बदलती रहती है. फिर वो मेरी सुन के ना फिर कहते हैं हाँ मुझे भी तब ही हुआ था. वो हमेशा जब भी मैं पूछूंगी ना तो कभी कहते हैं नहीं जब पहली दफा देखा था, फिर कहेंगे कि नहीं जब मैं मम्मी के साथ रिश्ता लेने आया था, जब हमेशा बदलता रहता है, कभी सेम नहीं होता. When did you know?
I think like just a few days after we started talking to each other, because I felt like a lot of the stuff that he said, a lot of the stuff that I wanted to hear, and everything that he said was perfect. Okay, he talked about a lot about his family and how he's very like family orientated, and like his sisters and his mom are his everything. And me and मुझे हमेशा कहती है कि like you know that a son is gonna be a good husband when he's a good son. And just look at how he's treating his mother, and if he's a good son to his mother, then he's gonna be a good husband to you. So like I just went by that, and I could see like how he really cared about his mother and everything. So yeah, like, and I feel like we really like bounced off each other as well, and everything aligned really well, and we had like the same outlook on life, and we wanted the same things from life. So I think like that was the moment like I was like, okay, yeah, he's good. I'll have him. Done, check.
Yeah. Speaking of check, you know every girl has like a checklist. Did you have one?
My main thing was that he has to be taller than me, because I'm quite tall myself. तो मुझे बस ये था कि मुझसे कम निकलता हुआ हो या same height हो. Like I wasn't crazy कि मैं heels पहन पाऊँ and stuff like. I know I'm not gonna be able to wear heels. लेकिन like it's just that he has to be taller than me. Apart from that, I wasn't like that picky, and obviously like looks wise as well, I want like a good looking husband, because he's gonna be the father of my kids. So yeah, what about you?
I mean, I had one. For me, humor was important as well. Height का तो होता है, लेकिन मेरा कद वैसे ही छोटा है तो मुझे सारे लंबे लगते हैं. तो लेकिन वो हर एक लड़की को होता है height का जरा वो कि छोटा ना हो लंबा हो मुझसे. So I had that as well. And another thing was education. But for me, it was important that जो मैंने standard रखा है ना education का कि मैं भी
उसी standard की हूँ.
हाँ, क्योंकि मुझे वो होता है कि मैं ये डिमांड नहीं करना चाहती कि डॉक्टर हो और ये हो और वो हो, और वो कहेगा खुद तुम क्या पढ़ी हुई हो.
हाँ.
तो मुझे होता था कि मैं अपने सेम लेवल एजुकेशन वाइज थोड़ा सा सेम लेवल का वो हो ना कि बंदा कंपैटिबल हो एक दूसरे से. एंड somebody that's like relaxed. I don't like drama and unnecessary किच. तो मुझे वो होता था कि मैं ना पॉजिटिव कोई बंदा हो.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
Yeah.
And so you know before getting married होता है कि some things need to be discussed. What was on your list like, okay, that I have to discuss this before getting married?
So for me, like one of the things that was really important to me was kids, because I really wanted to have kids, but at that time I didn't want to have kids straight away. I wanted to like enjoy a bit and then have kids, but I knew that I wanted to have kids. कुछ लोगों का होता है कि 4 साल तक बच्चे नहीं चाहिए, 5 साल तक बच्चे नहीं चाहिए, and stuff like that. But I knew that I wanted to be a young mom. like for me it was like अच्छा एक साल बच्चा नहीं लेकिन अगले साल होता है but yeah I really wanted to have kids like soon and also like smoking as well because I got asthma so I can't be with a smoker because like I'm not going to be able to breathe so that was also one of my criteria and obviously like no drinking and all of that
मुझे भी smoking का मुझे बहुत चिढ़ होती है
I hate it.
Smoking and drinking, that is something that I was non-negotiable for me.
Yeah, same.
That was like non-negotiable. What other things were you like, okay, we have to have this discussed?
I think like also family, just to see like what his family is like and क्योंकि you know like ससुराल का मामला बहुत sensitive होता है कि कभी कभार it's really hard for girls to you know have difficult in-laws and I just wanted to see like what his family was like and mashallah like his family and his sisters and everyone they're so nice and I get on with them like sometimes even better than my own family so like mashallah like that was something that was really good and that I think that's one of the main things that like attracted me to him because I could really envision myself being with his family because they're all just amazing so yeah I think that was like one of the key things that I really liked his family as well
one thing that we did, my husband and I, we did so many questions. So we looked up like question lists to get to know somebody.
No way.
So we had like lists of 100 questions and we would like ask every single question, what are your views on this? What is your view on that? And how important is financial independence? Like, is it okay that you know, what do you think about a woman that's working? हर चीजों के बारे, कपड़ों के बारे में I discussed every little thing because I wanted to be. पता है क्या है, शादी का जब तुम करती हो ना तो वो तो एक you never know is it gonna work because it's really different. फोनों पे बातें करना और साथ रहना
yeah and like me अभी हमेशा कहती शादी एक जुआ है even अगर बंदा सामने से कुछ हो पीछे जाकर या when you actually live with them they're completely different like बहुत दफा तो बहुत सारे लोग जो होते हैं बस लड़की को हासिल करने के लिए बहुत सारे झूठ बोल देते हैं लेकिन जब शादी होने के बाद असल चीज पता चलती है कि अच्छा वो तो सिर्फ मुझे पटाने के लिए उन्होंने किया था पटाने के लिए बोला था असल में तो ऐसा नहीं है
हाँ तो वो ना किस्मत की एक बात होती है कि वो कैसे निकले अपनी तरफ से तुम पूरी कोशिश करते हो एंड आई थिंक कि जब रिश्ता का भी होता है तो माँ बाप भी अपनी तरफ से पूरी कोशिश करते हैं कि जहाँ हम अपनी बेटी दे रहे हैं वो अच्छी जगह वो अपनी तरफ से लोग पता है हर फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन में तो सारा बंदा हर एक बंदे की कोशिश होती है कि मैं अपने अच्छी इंप्रेशन छोड़ूं ना तो वो बाद में किस तरह होता है वो तो अच्छाइयाँ बुराइयाँ तो हर एक बंदे में होती हैं but some of the things are like non-negotiable you know for a certain person and अपनी तरफ से तो हमने बहुत कोशिश की थी कि हम to try to get to know each other as best as we can. Like, what are your views on financial stuff, religion, how religious are you, how religious do you want to be? क्योंकि मुझे एक चीज़ का होता है ना कि लड़के कभी कभार शादी भी कर लेते हैं with a woman that doesn't wear a scarf और भी शादी के बाद कहते हैं अपने आप को ढको तुम स्कार्फ पहनो या तुम शादी के बाद मुझे पसंद नहीं है कि तुम अब काम करो शादी के पहले जो कर लिया वो कर लिया लेकिन अब नहीं तो मैं फिर मुझे होता है the guys why are you marrying a girl that is ambitious ना करो वो
a girl that you want to change
हाँ तुम अब इतनी लड़कियां हैं जिनकी ख्वाहिश होती है कि that there and I don't think there's anything wrong with it there are a lot of girls that want to be a homemaker and it's really difficult to be a homemaker you know so if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife there's nothing wrong with that but just don't marry a girl that's really ambitious and wants to have a career as well as be a wife तो फिर तुम उस लड़की को सिर्फ ढूंढो जो घर पे रहना चाहती है there are enough girls क्यों तुम एक लड़की को
पढ़ी लिखी हो मास्टर्स हो ब्ला 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 हो उसके इतने करियर गोल्स हो मुझे ये बनना है मुझे पीएचडी करनी है मुझे ये करना है और उसका बोलता नहीं सॉरी सिट एट होम क्योंकि मुझे अपनी बीवी का काम करना नहीं पसंद अगर आपको नहीं पसंद तो इतना मास्टर्स और पीएचडी वाली लड़की लेकर क्यों आते हैं
या तो फिर तुम ऐसे पीएचडी वाली लड़की ढूंढो जो कहती है कि मैंने अब पढ़ लिया है लेकिन अब मैं घर में बैठूंगी अब मैंने कुछ भी नहीं करना है फिर तुम ऐसी लड़की ढूंढो अगर तुम्हें एक लेवल की भी चाहिए तो फिर तुम इस तरह की लड़की ढूंढो लेकिन आई थिंक यू शुड बी ओपन एंड क्लियर विद दैट एंड स्पेशली वेल विद लाइक वेयरिंग अ स्कार्फ और नॉट कि मुझे नहीं पसंद कि तुम जीन्स की पैंटें पहनो मुझे इस तरह की चीजें नहीं पसंद वो भी मैं कहती हूँ पहले से तुम डिस्कस करो कि अगर पहले से कह दो कि देखो आई हैव एन like a vision of how I want my house like my wife to be and I want my wife to be more covered now if that girl is not open to it she is not for you तुम एक लड़की if she is really modern and she likes wearing jeans or whatever तुम उसको घर ले आओ फिर अब वो अपने आप को ढके when you met her she wasn't like that तो उसको फिर मैं कहती हूँ फिर वो चीजें भी तुम पहले से डिस्कस करो कपड़े I think कपड़े religion, finances, you have to discuss
I
that.
think we discussed like kapde as well and religion. Because kapde, like, you know what we actually did, like I would send my husband like pictures of clothes, like a girl in like jeans or whatever, girls in half sleeves or whatever, be like, would you let me wear this, would you let me wear this, would you let me wear this? And he'd be like, yeah, no, and like he'll pick the things, and then that gave me a good idea, like, okay, he's, you know, this okay to an extent, तो इससे ज़्यादा मैं नहीं कर सकती, and like of course like I have my own limits as well, लेकिन it's just good to know that what is okay with the other person and what level they're okay with. And even like finances, like I always knew that I'm not gonna take my husband's money. Like I knew that I'm not gonna go like, अच्छा मुझे दे दो, मुझे दे दो, मुझे दे दो. Like I've never like lived like that, और मुझे हमेशा से आदत है खुद कमाने की, हर चीज़ खुद करने की. लेकिन you know, at the end of the day, he is your husband, और उसूलन and इस्लामी तौर पे हर तरह से like he is the provider. So I knew that like I would get like something, like an allowance or whatever, like that wouldn't be like my main. I'm not going to be
source
dependent.
Income,
That's not going to be my dependence. कि अगर मेरे husband ने मुझे पैसे नहीं दिए तो अब मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर सकती. You know, I knew I wasn't going to be like that. So just being clear or on certain things, and even like finances and stuff, because of course like you have to live together and you have to like function together, and a big part of functioning together is, you know, your finances as well, and understanding who's going to do what. So I think being clear on those things as well is really important.
Yeah, and मैं कहती हूँ कि एक चीज ना और भी डिस्कस करनी चाहिए, वो है living with in-laws.
Yeah, we did that as well.
Yeah, कि living with in-laws, it should be discussed.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you're living with in-laws, how long do you see yourself living with them? And पता क्या, living with them, it doesn't mean that you never know how it's gonna pan out or not. But I do think that it should be discussed.
Yeah.
Openly, okay? But what if we try it out and it doesn't work out for me? How open are you to moving out?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I think everything should be discussed. And the guy should discuss that with his
parents as well.
Yeah. कि ये हमारे इरादे हैं, देखते हैं अगर नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि कभी कभार इस तरह होता है कि if you leave the situation, तो रिश्ते
खराब हो जाते हैं.
अगर तुम चले जाओ तो खराब होने से पहले वो बच जाते हैं.
Yeah, exactly.
क्यों तुम निकलो जब तू तड़ाक और सही हंगामा हो रहा हो. कभी कभार अगर
अच्छी तरह से निकल लो.
हाँ, फिर बंदे का रिश्ता भी ना कभी कभार सही रहता है.
Yeah.
So लेकिन वो तो बंदे पे डिपेंड करता है, फैमिली पे भी डिपेंड करता है, but I think that is something that should be discussed.
Yeah, definitely.
Prior, yeah.
Because like there are some girls who are like a complete no to living with in-laws. Like,
which is her right.
Yeah,
if she doesn't
like,
want to,
yes,
if she doesn't see that,
completely her right. Like, like I was happy to live with the in-laws just because I was happy to live with the in-laws, because I saw how good his parents were and how good his sisters were. That was like, I can see myself, you know, living with them. Like, you know, there's some in-laws that are very strict or like very backwards, or you know, के बंदा सोचे उनके साथ घर में, जैसे for example like I like wearing jeans and you know nice tops and stuff, लेकिन कुछ ससुराल वाले होते हैं उनको नहीं पसंद अपने बहू का जीन्स पहनना. तो मतलब उस सिचुएशन में फिर क्या किया जाए, मतलब फिर होता है कि एक तो हस्बैंड की रिक्वायरमेंट्स है और एक ससुराल वालों की रिक्वायरमेंट्स है. कि अगर हस्बैंड को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है जीन्स से लेकिन ससुराल वालों को है, तो अगर घर में अगर like they want to go out or whatever, husband's okay with her wearing jeans, लेकिन she still can't wear jeans because the ससुराल वाले are gonna mind. तो फिर वो चीज़ भी आ जाती है. फिर वही होता है कि एक शादी जो है टेक्निकली तो एक हस्बैंड और वाइफ के बीच में होती है, लेकिन जब लड़की इन-लॉज के साथ रह रही हो तो फिर वो शादी इन-लॉज के बीच में भी होती है. फिर उनको भी देखना पड़ता है कि like do they match to her level.
हाँ, और पता है क्या, वो फिर आपको फिर have to please your husband as well.
Yeah.
And then you have to please them as well.
Yeah.
तो वो एक it's a sensitive situation हो जाती है फिर.
Yeah.
But I think that it should definitely be discussed, and especially like with like expectations towards the in-laws, because कभी कभार होता है लड़के expect करते हैं I need you to take care of my parents, तुम सारा घर का खाना भी बनाओ, तुम सारा घर की सफाई भी करो, क्योंकि अब तुम आ गए हो तो मेरी अम्मी अब कुछ भी नहीं करेंगी ना.
Yeah.
लेकिन वो भी जो expectation है, I think that should be discussed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
कि मतलब अगर बहू आई है तो बहू कोई केयर टेकर तो नहीं आई ना, कोई हाउसकीपर तो नहीं है. अगर वो घर का फर्द आई है तो घर का फर्द उसकी माँ भी है. लड़के की माँ भी है, तो जिस तरह उसकी माँ शादी से पहले सारे काम कर रही थी, why would she stop just because there's a bahu in the house? You know, लेकिन that doesn't mean the bahu doesn't lift her weight.
Yeah.
You know, दोनों, क्योंकि जब लड़के की माँ हो तो वो उस माँ का घर है, लेकिन जब बहू आ जाती है तो दो औरतें रहनी है उस घर में. You know, so the responsibility should be equally shared.
लेकिन वही जो चीजें हैं ना, ये भी जो है कि what do you expect from each other, ये भी मैं कहती हूँ डिस्कस्ड होनी चाहिए. एंड पता है, मैं आई अंडरस्टैंड कि पहले तो जो पुराने वो होते थे वो कहते थे अब शादी होगी, अब तुम गुजारा करो, एंड हर शादी में कॉम्प्रोमाइज करने की जरूरत पड़ती है. आई टोटली एग्री कि कॉम्प्रोमाइज करने की जरूरत पड़ती है, बट आई डोंट थिंक इट शुड बी टू एन एक्सटेंट. क्योंकि इतना यू कैन लाइक प्रिवेंट सो मच अननेसेसरी इश्यूज बाय डिस्कसिंग देम बिफोरहैंड. हर चीज तुम पहले, ये तो ना कि शादी के बाद तुम्हें अभी तक पता भी नहीं. आई नो समबडी दैट शी वाज like engaged to somebody abroad and they haven't even discussed कहाँ रहना है.
No way.
मैंने जो पूछा तुम कहाँ रहोगी, तो कह रही अभी तक हमने पता ही नहीं. क्या मतलब?
Yeah.
वो आएगा, तुम जाओगी.
Yeah.
There's like things that you super important to discuss those.
Yeah.
कि हर चीज तुम पहले से वो डिस्कस करो. आई थिंक एंड आई डोंट थिंक there's anything wrong with it. तुम अगर तुम्हें खुद शर्म आ रही है, तो पेरेंट्स, आई थिंक the parents should discuss those things as well. सिर्फ जॉब और फैमिली देखना, that's not everything.
That's true.
And I know that they say कि आजकल देखो लोग इतनी जल्दी तलाक़ें कर देते हैं. No, that's not there, because the thing is क्योंकि पहले तलाक कर ही नहीं सकती थी औरतें. वो कहाँ जाती? माँ बाप ने तो कहा है मरे मबू तुम लेके आना वापस, और अब हस्बैंड अगर छोड़ देगा तो वो कहाँ जाएंगी फिर. So I think nowadays people don't want to suffer their whole life because of a bad marriage, which I think is their own right. क्योंकि शादी कभी भी उस बंदे, वो इस तरह तो नहीं तुम सोच के करते नहीं हुए चलो कोई बात नहीं.
पूरी जिंदगी का मामला, like you have to make sure that everything is perfect before you know sign off the rest of your life.
Especially जो आजकल है, मतलब सारे क्लासिक रिश्ते आंटी के थ्रू तो नहीं रिश्ते होते ना. Did you try that?
Yeah, we did actually. So we had like a Rishta, Aunty, Rishta, and that didn't really go that well. क्योंकि पता है रिश्ता आंटी भी जो रिश्ता कराती है ना, उनको सारी अंदर की डिटेल्स नहीं पता होती. तो जो मतलब लड़के वाले की फैमिली बताएंगी, मतलब उसकी जो बायोडेटा जो होता है, बस उतना पता है. उसके अंदर की जो चीजें हैं ना, पर्सनालिटी, मेंटल डिसऑर्डर्स, लाइक मेरे साथ ये भी सिचुएशन हुई थी कि मेरा रिश्ता हो गया था, मेरा रिश्ता पक्का हो गया था, और उसके बाद हमें जाकर पता चला कि उस लड़के को तो स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया है. हमें पता ही नहीं था. और ये चीजें जो थी ये हम लोग को बाद में मतलब छानबीन करने से पता चली. लाइक ये किसी ने हमें बताया तो नहीं ना, लेकिन लाइक रिश्ता आंटी वाले के साथ फिर वो भी रिस्क होता है कि ऑब्वियसली उसकी माँ जो है, लड़के की माँ जाकर रिश्ता आंटी को तो नहीं बताएंगी ना कि मेरे बेटे को स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया है. वो चीज अगर मतलब बंदा बताए ना तो पता भी ना चले. So like in that kind of stuff, like you can't always trust the Rishta auntie. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, but like you have to take the information with a grain of salt. Okay, this isn't all the information. This is just some of it.
Yeah, I think हमने भी रिश्ता वाया इस तरह को, मुझे वो रिश्ता परोसना बहुत गंदा लगता है. Honestly, I feel sometimes it's so degrading because it's like based off they check you out like you're a product or something. And I just didn't like the तैयार हो के तुम बैठ जाओ and then it's so in front of everybody. बंदा क्या बात करे and then अच्छा क्या पढ़ती हो, क्या पसंद है, खाना बना लेती हो,
all of that.
It's just
annoying.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm so much more than that. I'm so much more than my degree. I'm so much more than, you know, my height or
my cooking skills.
Yeah. Or whether I want to be a housewife or not. So yeah, it was, I just didn't like the whole process. It wasn't for me. रिश्ता प्रोसेस तो एक अलग है एंड लेकिन मैं कहती हूँ कि आजकल के दौर में ना रिश्ते आंटी वगैरह का उनका इतना not everybody is open to that.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a harm in going online. आजकल तो इतनी facilities हैं कि बंदा online ढूंढ सकता है, तो उसमें I don't think there's an issue with that. पता क्या है, जब when you were younger तो माँ बाप कहते थे कि खबरदार किसी को पसंद किया या किसी के साथ बात की या जो भी, and then when शादी के जब एज हो जाता है कोई पसंद नहीं है तुम्हें, तो अब मैं कहाँ से पसंद करूँ, पहले तो बचपन से मना किया हुआ है, तो मैं कभी इजाजत मुझे कभी दी नहीं, तो अब जब एज हो रही है तो अब मैं कहाँ से लेके आऊँ, जब because I already had like my nephews and मेरे ना नेफ्यू ने एक दफा मुझे पूछा कि तुम्हारा कोई बॉयफ्रेंड शॉयफ्रेंड नहीं है तो मैंने कहा नहीं, तो मेरे नहीं कहने से पहले ही ना उसके बड़े भाई ने कहा नहीं ये तो अकेली है तुम्हें नहीं पता अकेली है, हमेशा अकेली आती है तो मुझे तो इतना सा बच्चा मुझे कह रहा है कि ये अकेली है, ये तो I don't think there's anything wrong with going, so it's you put yourself in a really vulnerable position by creating an app or downloading something like that. But
लेकिन
आजकल किस तरह मिले बंदा, रेस्टोरेंट में तुम जाओ सड़कों पे, how do you find somebody?
And आजकल वो भी है कि पुराने जमाने में कैसे होता होगा कि अच्छा बाहर जा रहे हैं, लड़का आएगा, नंबर लेगा, आई कांटेक्ट होगा, ब्ला ब्ला. अब अगर कोई लड़का आकर हमारी तरफ देखता भी है तो हम तो यूं कर लेते हैं. Like I don't even look
नहीं,
at
अगर
anyone.
मुझे कोई पहले नंबर भी मेरा बाहर अगर कोई पूछता तो मैं कहती थी आई मीन लोफर है.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली, मतलब उन लड़कों का इमेज हमारे पास ऐसा होता है, देखो कैसे लड़कियों का नंबर मांगते हैं.
हाँ मेरा मांगा होगा, अभी मुझसे पहले किसी और का भी मांगा होगा, तो मैं उस पे कैसे भरोसा करूँ.
लेकिन वही चीज अगर आप में हो कि एक बंदा आप में भी 10 लड़कियों से बातें कर रहा है ना, खाली तुमसे थोड़ी कर रहा है, लेकिन उसमें हम बिलीव कर लेते हैं कि नहीं एटलीस्ट सड़कों पे जाकर नंबर तो नहीं मांग रहा है ना.
नहीं लेकिन yeah, maybe it's like because you think that he's after the same purpose as you are, trying to get married, and when you have like halal apps or whatever that you can find somebody, तो बंदे को होता है चलो ठीक है इसके through. How else are you supposed to find somebody?
या
तो किसी के through बंदा like friends or whatever that you can say do you know somebody.
लेकिन वो ही है ना कि अगर किसी के थ्रू भी अगर करवाएं तो प्रोसेस तो वो ही होगा कि बस ये होगा कि उसमें एक मिडिल मैन आ जाएगा. लेकिन वो ही चीज है कि अगर किसी के थ्रू करवाए तब भी लड़के और लड़की को अकेले में ही बात कर कर एक चीज फिगर आउट करनी है. बस अब ये फर्क है, बस अब ऐप के थ्रू कर रहे हैं. And you can like see pictures or whatever, और जो चीज सामने है अगर नहीं पसंद हो के move on next.
And in this whole process, you have to put yourself in a vulnerable position. You have to know that there is a chance that you might get hurt, you might get disappointed. But on the flip side of it, you might end up with the one and get married. So in order to do that, you have to take the risk and, be open to the idea of letting someone in. Because if you all had disappointments in life that you were on those apps and you were talking to somebody and they looked right and then they just don't reply anymore. They're like, did I say something? Or, उसमें भी होता है with these apps because obviously you're talking to so many people at the same time that you don't know. हमेशा होता है कि okay ये नहीं है तो move on. I think you just have to have that mentality of like, this is my goal, this is what I want, and let's see where it takes me.
That's true.
What was your what was the thing that you were like, that is so annoying, or you didn't like at all, that it was on your checklist as well, but like, I don't like these type of guys? What do you call them?
Icks. Like that's the British term for an ick, like something normal that somebody does but you don't like it, so it's an ick.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's called an ick.
Okay.
So my ick is cracking knuckles. People that crack their knuckles. I hate the sound of that. Like I literally hate. I can't stand it. And people in uni used to do it, and I literally used to drive me crazy. Like for me, like I envision it as bones breaking. So I just knew that whoever I end up marrying cannot crack their knuckles because that's like torture to me.
Really?
Yeah.
What else? What else was on your list?
I think like that was the main.
Okay, so yeah, non-smoker, non-drinking.
No knuckle cracking.
Yeah. What else?
And Also, like another thing that is that with me, it's a personality trait, is that I don't like being ordered. तो मुझे अगर order कोई करेगा ना या मुझे हुक्म देगा, I'm not gonna do it. I can't stand that. तो मेरे अंदर वो चीज़ है कि अगर बंदा मुझसे कोई बात कर रहा है या मुझसे कोई काम करवाना है, एक तो तमीज से बात करे और दूसरा ऑर्डर देकर ना करे. Like that dictatorship thing कि मतलब I don't want a dictator to be running my life. I want a husband who's also my friend. So I have that thing as well. So I need to make sure that whoever I am marrying is going to respect me and is gonna like speak to me as an equal and not as if someone that's has authority over me or is like my head. Because I can't take that.
Yeah.
You know, we're just gonna clash then. So yeah, that's also something that was really important to me. What about you?
मुझे ना एक चीज बहुत ज़हर लगती है. Oh, it's materialism.
Yeah.
Branded यूं हो, Mercedes हो, ये हो, मेरे पास इतना पैसा है, मुझे वो इतना बुरा लगता है जो शौकिया मारते हैं ना कि महंगी महंगी घड़ियां और इस तरह डिजाइनर हो मेरा यूं.
Oh, I only wear Dolce and Gabbana. I only wear this.
जो यूं हो ना मुझे वो.
Yeah.
And वो I don't like because I'm not a materialistic person.
Yeah, same.
So मुझे वो चीजें ना I can't find joy in that. So I was like I can't. And to be honest, nowadays that's really difficult to find.
Yeah.
It's somebody that's not fixated on owning a lot of expensive brands.
Yeah.
So that was for me like a really big deal breaker. I didn't like people that were flirty. Have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Don't
make like sly comments.
Yeah. वो भी मुझे नहीं पसंद था. So I was like really easily I was like.
Yeah. Or pickup lines. I hate pickup lines.
But what I do hate is when they ask, "Can you cook? When are you gonna cook for me?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
हमें उल्टा वही सवाल करने. Can you cook?
Yeah.
Can you make this? Can you make that?
मुझे
Do you know how to clean?
Yeah.
And even like another thing that I had to make sure that we discussed before marriage is also like cleaning stuff and household chores. Because you know, growing up in Dubai, I've never done any household chores. लेकिन इधर आकर I knew that obviously I have to do my own chores. और मुझे भी आदत नहीं है. Just as equally, you know, my husband is not used to doing any household chores, being the only son. तो हमने ये चीज़ भी पहले से मैंने बोली भी थी कि don't expect me to do everything. We're gonna lift our own weight. We're both gonna do like play our roles and run this house together. We're both gonna clean. We're both gonna cook. We're both gonna do laundry. Obviously ये चीज़ें होती नहीं हैं, लेकिन चीज़ें discuss हमने ये की थी कि we both have to lift our own weight and don't expect me to do everything.
Yeah, I think you know बंदा अपनी तरफ से कितना भी कोशिश कर ले, लेकिन ये किस्मत की बात होती है. But I do think that we should try our best, ask the right questions. Just let them know what is important to you.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like, are we on the same line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That was a good topic.
Fun topic.
Aunty.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in.
And drop in the comment below one of the worst pickup lines that you've ever heard. Thank you so much for watching again. Allah Hafiz.
Bye.